Let's go get him again.
So here we are with the House of Chopard. Now, I test drove, or we'll say I think it was Sampling Samples back in the day, their vanilla-based one. This is their higher echelon line. This one right here is their honey one, Miel d'Arabie. I smelt the vanilla one thinking that was going to be my first purchase of the line, because I'm really eyeballing this Chopard line, their lower end line and their higher end line. And the vanilla one was the one that I really wanted to get. I really had mixed thoughts. I really wanted it. The bottle looked great, but it kind of went sideways a little bit. I felt like the vanilla wasn't as strong, almost like I really wanted a spiritueuse double vanille, like a resinous almost vanilla. Alas, that's what happens, right? That's why you shouldn't blind buy. But I didn't give up on the House of Chopard. By the way, I get official samples from them. I think this was from a place in Montreal. I purchased something from Montreal. They sent me the vanilla one, and then they sent me this one. I went straight for the vanilla, and this one kind of started collecting dust, and I'm like, hey, I got a sample of this honeyed one, Miel d'Arabie. And these samples, you know, these are like the Hermes Essence samples from Hermes. It's a big chunk. How big are these? 3.5 mils. This is good enough for like 4 or 5 wearings. But this honey one, oh, damn. Let's get out of the intro. Let's talk about this one. Fragrance family, welcome to the Road Going channel. I'm your host, Mark. This series of Taking a Test Drives where I test drive a scent through a sample. I wear the scent as much as the sample lets me. This sample let me sample quite a bit. And it is my scent of the day today, but I'm going to give you as much detail as I can. I have pretty much some good detail on this one and give you my final thoughts on a sample. Now, usually there's 3 things that happen usually with a sample. Either A, it's terrible, you're out of there. Second, I'm kind of indifferent, might get a second sample of it maybe later on or very soon. Or third, let's go get a bottle. So let's see what Miel d'Arabie did for me today. So this is a honey-based fragrance, Miel d'Arabie from their Chopard collection. Now let's go under the hood for some stats on this one. Release date was back in 2018. I've been testing out a lot of 2018 releases, by the way, and getting blown away. Concentrations Eau de Parfum. Nose behind this, my favorite nose of all time, Mr. Alberto Morillas. Yeah, baby. You know what? As much as I throw him under the bus, you know what? He's doing pretty good stuff for the House of Chopard. I gotta give him that. So the major notes to my nose on this release: honey, and I'm happy to see you there because you're in the name. Pomegranate. Yes, I said that correctly. And tea. It's an interesting release. It's a good one, by the way. It's a very good one. So let's, I have hardly anything left, and that's why I'm shooting this video now. Now testing is almost over, so I'm going to remind me of this introduction. I am going to drain this little thing. I'm not too worried, and you're going to see why later on. So my day with this scent, let's remind me of this introduction. Oh, c'est bon. This is beautiful. Upon first sniff, Miel d'Arabie takes you away from the idea of honey being that sweet, dense, syrupy kind. Morillas. This might be a first for me and him. Really blended this thing to perfection. The honey's your primary, as per the name. However, it's dense, but it's not too sweet. He did great. It's peppered with some spices and some herbal qualities too. This scent almost comes off a little green, and as you can see from the box, maybe there's correlation here with the green color, because the one spice I get in here is carrot seed, and with cypress woody tones. There's pomegranate in here. You can smell it. It's very well blended in the scent, but in this introduction, you can definitely smell that pomegranate. I don't think I've ever smelled pomegranate in a scent, and I've smelled a lot. You know, it's on film. You've seen how much stuff I've smelled. The thing about this opening is I've never smelled a blend like this before, with honey and spices and herbal take and pomegranate. It's a very interesting melange of notes. And honestly, this thing, the more I wore it, it was pretty addictive. I kept going back. This sample did not last. Once I cracked the sample, this didn't last very long. This introduction, to die for. Great introduction. So there's a tea-like vibe here with the honey and the pomegranate, just calms me. Not too many scents can do that. A lot of tea-based scents, like a tea for two, Gucci put on two. Those are scents that kind of help me focus. This is almost in that vibe. And just kind of imagine like a tea, a pomegranate tea, I guess, with a splash of honey. Really good combo, like very interesting, very unique. Now, in the heart of this scent, it continues to push the honey, the tea, the spice combo. You get a little bit more of the woods. A little pinch of resins come up a little bit, so it kind of darkens it up a little bit. The cypress in here pushes a little more of its green theme, as I can almost taste those needles from the cypress. Yes, the herbaceous qualities come through here too. Excellently blended. I gotta give it, you know, I throw him under the bus a lot. Alberto does a lot of, he does a lot of releases, and it just seems like the quality at times isn't there. This feels like it was made with love, and it feels well blended, and yeah, might as well get the hat out of the bag. Boom. I got a bottle. So we're going to do an unboxing of this perhaps in a few weeks. It's in the queue to be unboxed, and I've been unboxing a lot of my stuff recently. So we're going to maybe see this in November, early December before Christmas. But yeah, I couldn't go without, like, this sample went quick, and I just had to get this. This is an absolute gorgeous scent, Miel de arabie. And it's my first of their high-end collection, and these bottles are absolutely, and it's heavy. That box is heavy. So overall, I need to give props where props is due. Morillas, great job on this Miel from Chopard. He flops quite a bit, but at times he brings something like this to our noses. And master perfumer, maybe. This is probably the best he has done for high-priced scents in my journey, at least. I know he has done a lot of the high-end Gucci's. Those are super expensive, and I do want to give him a chance on those. Especially how well he's done this one. I may eat my words a little bit on Morillas. This was so good that I really, really wanted that vanilla bottle, the bottle of vanilla for Chopard. But upon smelling this honey-based one, that money went to a bottle of Miel. I had to. The blend's outstanding. The recipe's rather unique, and I think that's what really triggered me to get the bottle. Is the honey's so well done, but the pomegranate is so unique as a note. I haven't smelt much of that in fragrances, but the mix of that with the tea and the honey, it just melds so well. There's some cypress in here. Again, very complex. Great blend though. At the same time, Morillas, a great job. Chopard, a great job. Let's get into the Revolver on this one. We'll talk about seasons, day, night, versatility, performance. Let's start with seasons. This feels like a lot of with like a tea for two or a Gucci put on two. Again, this is not tea centric. I don't want to throw that out there. Obviously it's more of a honey based scent, and it's got a lot more than just honey or tea. So keep that in mind. There's some greens, some herbal, some spices and stuff like that in here. But seasons, fall, perfect for it. Winter, great for that. Spring nights, overcast, rainy nights, cool summer nights, this thing is going to work. Day or night, you've heard me say night quite a bit. It's a nighttime scent for me. Versatility, fairly average. Again, if you can wear it in almost all four seasons, that means it pretty much has some good versatility on it. Performance, longevity. Again, it's not where I wanted it to be, at least for the sample. Again, when I have an atomizer in a full bottle, maybe a couple more sprays, maybe it's gonna get more, but it gave me 6 to 8 hours with average projection. So I was hoping for more. Again, this happens. And you know me, I'm not going to inflate numbers to make a fragrance look amazing. Like, scent's great, performance is great, go buy it. No, scent's great. Honestly, yeah, 6 to 8 hours, that's not, that's not poo-pooing on the performance. 6 to 8 hours is still pretty good. Would I like 8 to 10? Yeah, of course. Projection, it doesn't push much. So we're going to see, again, that's why I got this. And we're going to see, I'm going to do Pop the Cherry, and I'm going to do a full-fledged review on it. It may take me some time, but I'll give you the stats on that one. So pretty good performance, not bad. At the end of the day, just because you have experience like me with fragrances, I wanted a beautiful Chopard bottles. When I saw these bottles, I'm like, oh, which one am I going to get? And, it just goes to tell you, kids, don't blind buy, because I was going to blind buy the vanilla. And not saying that the vanilla is bad per se, but I prefer this one. So I'm happy. Sampling is king, and this is a true testament of that. I didn't burn myself. Again, vanilla would have been nice. The bottle would have been great. It would have been great for the collection, but I would have missed out on this honey-based one. So Morillas, Chopard, you surprised me with this one. And honestly, with this sample, it just told me, and especially this big of a sample, I drained it like real quick. And that tells you that thank you for that much juice, by the way, in a sample. It's great. This one's a keeper. And I pride myself on finding gems that haven't been kind of unearthed in our community. And it's kind of getting harder and harder to do that with so many noses in the game on YouTube. Bless that. That's what I wanted when I first started on YouTube. But I still kind of find these little gems that, kind of went on that wayside. And this one right here, a great one from Morillas and Chopard. Gotta give props where props are due. So if I had to give this one a score, and I always do with little samples, just because you never know when you're going to see it again. You will see it again. But for now, if I had to give this one a score right now, it's edging on the perfect 10 club. It is a 9 bottles out of 10. It is a great release, and it's something that I had to get. Once it hits 9 or 10, it's pretty much a given I'm going to get a bottle. So now that you heard my take on Miel d'Arabie by Chopard in their Chopard collection, these are pricey little devils, kind of hard to find too. I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Have you smelt Miel d'Arabie? Have you smelt any of these? Because they do have a whole bunch of these in their collection. And again, they're super hard to find. So I only smelt the 2. So if you smelt others, comment below. Please let me know which one I should be checking out from Chopard, or did I just get the best one and cut it? As always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your honey-based scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.